Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. Today I'm taking you to Bangkok Avenue, a local neighborhood restaurant that takes Thai food to the next level. We find Bangkok Avenue in the humble neighborhood of Little Neck, located in eastern Queens, New York City. When you step inside, it looks like a comfortable neighborhood spot, but when you see the food, you'll discover it's much more. Bangkok Avenue offers diverse dishes from all regions of Thailand, assuring you of your favorite Thai dishes. They've been open since January of 2020 and have endured to this day. Come join me today and see why they've become a legitimate neighborhood institution. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm back in Little Neck, Queens, Eastern Queens, and we're at Bangkok Avenue. Bangkok Avenue has been open since 2020. Now, 2020 was the beginning of the pandemic, and we went a couple of times right before the lockdowns. So we loved it so much that we even planned to have a meal here in mid-March, but of course that got canceled. But before then, we actually had 2 meals and we loved it here. What caught my eye about Bangkok Avenue is that they have an amazing presentation of their food. The food that they serve here is Thai, obviously, through their name. We ordered a lot of different dishes through the years. We really loved their fish dishes. We really loved their sausages, several appetizers. We loved their khao soi. So yeah, there were a lot of things that we loved through the years. And today I'm making my second video on Bangkok Avenue. The first video was made over 5 years ago, so the quality isn't that great, but I hope to show you today a few dishes that they offer. I'm fully expecting that it will be as good as what we had in my most recent visits. Okay, now's the time to look at the menu. Now this is the Bangkok Avenue menu. It's a blue color, and it's pretty sturdy. This cardboard is pretty hard. So we have first the Bangkok street snack. So these are all what they consider the appetizers. You have spring rolls, you have chicken satay, curry puffs. Those are very notable. Street snacks. You have crab roll, and then you have a dumpling, chicken and spring and shrimp dumpling. You have Chiang Mai sausage. That's very popular. It's a northern dish called Saoa. Next we have some soup, the famous tom yum and tom kha. And next we have the traditional Thai salads. You have the papai salad, which is super famous. You also have lob salad, another famous one, and yum mun sen, which is a noodle salad. They also have some raw dishes like blue crab and tuna ceviche. Next we have some curries, all your traditional curries. And then when we flip the page, we have all the noodle and rice dishes. You have things like duck noodle soup. You have khao soi, super popular in the northern dish. You have pad thai, 3 different types of pad thai. And you also have things like khao mu deng, which is like roast pork and rice. And you have noodle dishes. You have the famous drunken noodles, and you have your pad see ew. And over here we have a whole bunch of lunch specials. I'll quickly scan that. And all the lunch specials appear to be between $14 to $18. And then we have some dessert, famous mango sticky rice here. And yeah, let's go on to the next menu. In addition to the regular menu, they also provide a special menu. The special menu has something called the appetizer combo. So if you can't choose one thing, you can get a whole bunch of appetizers for $25. Then you have the grilled pork jowl. I don't think I've seen this in Thailand, but I wouldn't doubt that it's in Thailand. Basically, it looks like a pork jowl salad. Then you have the homemade barbecue ribs, and then you have the crab noodle special. Another interesting feature at Bangkok Avenue is that they provide set menus. Now this is something new. I've been to Bangkok Avenue before, but they never had this. This set A contains a choice of 4 dishes. So you get a choice of 4 things. You could get the appetizer combo, and then you can get a specific soup. You can get a rice dish, and then you can get a seafood dish. Now, of course, the seafood dishes are the higher value dishes, but they have a pretty good selection here. Set B, we have some more items. Once again, you're choosing between 4 entrees. First, you have the appetizers, then you have the salads, and then you have the seafood, and then you have the meats. Just a quick note that in set A, it's $129. The other one is $109. The reason why set A is more is because it has a bunch of seafood here, which ups the price. Okay, the first dish that came to our table is the appetizer. This is a curry puff. Now, a curry puff is basically what I would say a Thai samosa, and there are lots of fillings in here. This particular one, I believe, is probably a chicken curry puff. We're going to break one open and tell you what's inside and how it tastes. And also, it comes with this, looks like some kind of sweet sauce. There's some chili and there's some onions in this sauce. We'll dip it in to the sauce and let you know what it's all about. Look at that beautiful presentation. Now it's time to try the appetizer. This is the first dish that came to our table. Now this is the curry puff. As you can see, it's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches long. And once we break it open, we're gonna see what the filling is. Okay, I'm taking a look here, and it looks like looks like an Indian samosa. There's some carrot in here. Looks like chicken in here. So let's try this. It tastes exactly like a samosa. There's potatoes in there too, and it's sweet. You have a combination of carrots, potatoes, and maybe some chicken in here, in a sweet aromatic spice, like Indian spices. It tastes so much like an Indian samosa, you won't believe it. The outside is nice and crispy. The inside is very soft and chewy. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to dip it into the sauce, and let's see what this sauce is about. Okay, that sauce is a sweet vinegar sauce. It's actually, as with most Thai food, is more sweet than vinegary. So this is very good. I have to say that this particular samosa, now I'm calling it a samosa, this curry puff is actually tasting a lot like a samosa. And it's nice and hot. Doesn't mean that I don't like it, but it just tastes a lot like a samosa. Okay, the next dish that came to our table is called the Saoa, or the Thai sausage. Now, I believe this is also a northern Thai specialty. You're given some lettuce, about 3 pieces. You're given some peanuts, salted peanuts. Here's some parsley just for garnishing. And then you have what appears to be some lime, bits of lime. This, I'm not 100% sure. I think this might be ginger, but we're gonna find out later. And here are 2 long pieces of Thai sausage. Now, the immediate sense that I get from this Thai sausage is that there's a lot of aromatic. It's in fact, I can smell the lemongrass coming right off of this sausage right now. It's actually quite strong and pungent. So I think the way that you eat this is that you put the sausage and these fillings into the lettuce. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And we're going to give it a try very soon. The next dish that I'm going to try is the Saoa, or the Thai sausage. This is going to be a treat because it's so fragrant. I can smell the lemongrass right now. So I've taken a piece of lettuce and I'm going to fill it up with each component. Number 1, I'm going to fill it up with the sausage. Next, I'm going to put some of that lime. So I'm going to put some ginger into the wrap. Then I'm going to put some lime into the wrap. And then finally, I'm going to put some of the peanuts into the wrap. We're going to try this right now. Let's give it a go. Okay, this dish is very good. let's start right off the bat with the sausage. The sausage is very spicy. There's a high amount of heat in the sausage. There is a lot of, I wouldn't call it, say, chili paste. I would say maybe some chili powder in here. And it provides a big kick of heat. Probably the Thai bird chilies. There's a huge flavor component of lemongrass and maybe some galangal. It's a very aromatic sausage. This sausage is salted perfectly. It's not too unsalted, seasoned well. The other thing is that they provide other things like lime and the peanuts in here, and also the peppers in here, chili peppers here. Let me show that to you. See, these little red chili peppers. There's a lot of heat in this dish. The great thing about it is that everything tastes very fresh, very aromatic, and it also has all 5 of the components. You got the sweet, actually maybe not so much the sweet, but it has the salty, the spicy component, the sour component, also a crunchiness through the peanuts. So this dish literally has everything that you would want in a Saoa, in a Thai sausage. I judge this just by the Thai sausage itself. It's very good because it's not under-seasoned, and they make it at Bangkok Avenue just as they would in Thailand. Okay, the next dish that came to the table is the Masman Curry. Now, the Masman Curry comes in this giant bowl, and there's plenty of curry in this bowl. Now, the curry has some potatoes. It appears to have some pork, so this might be a pork Masman Curry. I think most of the time is made with beef, but for some reason it looks like pork. And here's the thick gravy that they have. So we're gonna give this a try along with that rice very soon. Okay, the next dish I'm going to try is the Masman Curry. Now, this Masman Curry looks like this. Masman Curry has a masman paste, and also it has some coconut milk thrown in there to give it a nice creamy consistency. This particular masman, I noticed, has a very large potato. They don't seem to cut these in small pieces. I would prefer it if it were in smaller pieces, but let's try this one first. Okay, it's not overcooked. It's not totally destroyed in my mouth. It's nice and firm, just cooked, perfect. The flavor of the masman is in there. Let's try the onions. There's basically potatoes, onions, and chicken in this masman dish. I thought it was pork, but it's actually chicken. So here's the onions. Once again, the onions are not overcooked, just perfectly nice and tender. Finally, let's try the chicken. Okay, the chicken is white meat chicken sliced in thin slices. I really want to give you a taste of the actual sauce, so I'm gonna drink a spoonful of this. Here's the sauce. Let's try this. Okay, the masman sauce is actually really good. I taste sweetness. I taste a lot of earthiness to it, and I taste some of that coconut milk. And there's a hint of bitterness in this. I'm not sure what it is. It's like a bitter earthiness. I don't know. I'm not sure if I know too much about that, but usually the sweetness prevails. But yeah, there's that tiny undertone of that. But yeah, it's pretty good. I really like this this sauce. Now, yeah, if I mix it in with the rice, it's gonna be really good. I'm sure it will be good. Here it is. Yes, goes perfectly with the rice. A thumbs up for the masman. They don't hold back on the flavor. One final note is that the sauce is not thin and runny. It's packed with flavor, and it looks just right, the right color. Okay, I just wanted to say something that off camera, I was coughing a little bit because that heat in those chilies in the sausage was just a lot. It just made me cough. But you know, if you could take that heat, go for it. But I'm surprised I had that type of reaction. But it's very spicy, just a warning. Okay, the next dish that has come to our table is the Pai Boron, which comes with some fried pork. You could have a shrimp that comes with this or some other kind of protein. But what I wanted to point out is look how beautiful the presentation is. They have some leaves here. Here's a lime. Here's the pad thai wrapped up in a beautiful egg omelet. And also it comes with the sprouts traditionally, and also it comes with crushed peanuts and also the chili flakes that is very common with Thai food. I mean, really, you need to look at how beautiful the presentation is. The plates are also really beautiful. So yeah, this is something really nice to look at. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut this open and you can see what's inside. So here goes. Okay, so as we can see, this particular pad thai is very brown in color. So it must have a very deep and rich tamarind sauce. It's probably very sweet. I do see the fried chunks of pork in here. These are the crispy pork. So we're gonna mix it all together and try this very soon. Okay, we're mixing the Pad Thai Boron with the crispy pork. And when you get it, it looks really beautiful, but in the end, you gotta mix it together. That's the way it works here. The next dish I'm going to try is the Pad Thai. At Bangkok Avenue, it's called Pad Thai Boron, and this is what it looks like. We gave it a good toss. When I look at this, the Pad Thai is actually very dark in color. So I'm thinking the tamarind would be very strong in flavor for this Pad Thai. So let's give this a try. Here goes the Pad Thai noodles. That Pad Thai sauce is amazing. It's amazing. Can I say it 1,000 times? It's amazing, amazing, amazing. That tamarind has that right amount of sourness, and then you throw in some of the sugar that is in this dish. It's just so good. That's exactly what it should taste like. Next thing I'm going to try is the crispy pork. Now we were able to choose a protein. There are many different proteins you could choose. I believe you could do a chicken, crispy pork, or a shrimp. The original one is the large shrimp. If you order the one with shrimp, it has the two large, basically a shrimp that's like this long, about 6 inches long. But I didn't want to get that fancy today, so we went for the crispy pork. So here it is, and let's try that. That is joy. That is basically Saoa, Chinese roast pig with that tamarind sauce on it. It goes so well with these noodles. These Pad Thai noodles, the noodles itself is really good quality. They're very stretchy. They're not starchy. You know when you're eating bad noodles. You're eating bad noodles when the noodles are starchy and they form a clump in your mouth. These are stretchy, really high quality noodles. It is absolutely delicious. Here we have the egg. We're gonna give this a try. The egg was covering the Pad Thai when they presented it to our table. And yes, it's basically an omelet. What a beautiful presentation. Do you guys know Japanese omu rice? Well, this is basically omu rice, but with noodles on the inside. Absolutely perfect. I love this dish. This was one of the first dishes I tried when I came to Bangkok Avenue for the first time 5 years ago. And it's still, to me, it's still the best dish in the house. But they make other things good, but this is my all-time favorite. Okay, the next dish that we have is called the Herbal Fish. Now, the Herbal Fish seems to be an entire fish that's been deep fried, and it comes with some kind of, it appears to be like an herbal type of stir fry on top that provides the flavoring. There appears to be some peanuts and also maybe some chilies and lime and some onions. This particular dish, I'm not sure if there's a lot of heat in this, but We're going to give it a try. We're going to see what it's like. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is a whole fish with the head, so don't be worried. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. If we take a deeper look into this fish dish, this herbal fish, you can see that they filleted the fish with the bone on the outside. They deep fried it, but all the filleted pieces are cut into chunks and put into the center of this bowl-like structure. And I also need to point out that you have some chili peppers here. So this dish might be spicy. The final dish that I'm going to try today is the herbal fish. Now the herbal fish sounds very mild, just herbs, but I saw some red chili peppers in there, so it might be spicy. So basically the herbal fish has these chunks that were filleted right off the fish, and this is what it looks like. They fillet it and then they cut it into these chunks and they deep fry it. So I'm going to eat it without anything. Okay. Now, to tell you the truth, I don't know exactly what kind of fish this is, but this fish has I think like a deep water fish type of flavor, because the meat is very dense. It's not light and flaky. It is pretty dense, as you can see. I didn't really mix the fried fish in with any of the sauce. So what I did was that I picked up a bunch of the flavorings, the seasonings that fell off to the side. What they did was that they stir-fried some of these seasonings and put it over the top of the fish. So let's try the seasonings by itself. That's first rate. You got the salted peanuts. You got the onions. You got the little bits of lime. They chop up the lime even with and they leave the rind on the lime, which is pretty amazing. I never knew that I can eat the rind of a lime, but that's really delicious. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take the meat here. I'm going to dip it into that sauce. Actually, have it with the meat. So here's the sauce, and here's the meat together. That one bite, in summary, is Thailand in your mouth. Not sure how that came out. That didn't sound too good, but that one bite tasted like Thailand. It's every single flavor that you would get if you visit Thailand. The texture is there. They've fried this very well. It's not a deep, dark color. It's still crispy. And I'm just gonna keep on dipping it into that sauce because the elevation of this dish requires you to eat every piece of that fish with that sauce. Absolutely delicious. There's a harmony of textures and flavors. I can imagine how good it would taste, that sauce, how good it would taste with a bunch of other types of fishes. You can put that sauce on top of squid, you can put it on top of flounder, you can put it on tilapia, you can put it on anything, and that would make the fish taste absolutely delicious. I really love that. Delicious fish. Now it's time once again for your favorite part of the show. It is called the ta-da, the star of the show. And today, the star of the show is, okay, let's back up a little bit. We had a lot of good choices today. I was raving about everything here. But you know what? Something really, really floated to the top. And what floated to the top, what came out better than the rest, was the Pai Boron. Now, Pad Thai is such a lot of American people think it's such an Americanized dish, but yeah, it does have origins in Thailand in the 1940s, I believe. To me, this version is so good. There are exactly two reasons why I think this is so good. The reason is because the quality of the noodles are amazing. They're not starchy, they're stretchy. They're just high quality noodles, and you can taste it. It's worth every penny that we paid for this. The next reason is because of that sauce. Now, every Pad Thai needs to have some type of base sauce. Now this sauce has the right balance of the sweet and also of the tamarind that's in the sauce. I really love the combination. Most Americanized Thai restaurants tend to add too much sugar. It's just a sugar bomb, and this is not a sugar bomb. It has a lot of that sour that you need to have in a genuine Thai pad Thai. And this particular pad Thai has all those delicious qualities that I look for in a great pad Thai. Okay, now the meal is over, and hey, we had a great meal. I must have been here 6 or 7 times already over the past 5 years. I would come here over and over again. Not only is it a nice restaurant, the inside is very nice, dark, and sophisticated. I like the decor in this room. Now, the interesting thing about this restaurant is that we were told that there's a section of the restaurant that has a mural of the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok, and there's a image of Wat Arun, which is one of the most famous temples in Thailand. So basically that part of the dining room is called the boat. Basically you're on the boat sitting in the river looking at the beautiful scenery around you. So that's one part of the restaurant. And also in front of the restaurant there's an area that's right by the window, and it's nice and compact, very cozy seating. And where I'm sitting is the very back of the restaurant, and it's like a sectioned off area. You could probably fit maybe 10 people back here, and it's very quiet. So if you're on a date, it'll be nice to come back here. If I sound too enthusiastic about Bangkok Avenue, it's because I am enthusiastic. I've come here years and years, and it's always delivered. And I think if you come here, you'll feel the same way. Now we ordered the fried ice cream, and now we're going to light it up. And look at this. This is a ice cream inside a shell, and this blue flame is going to burn off. And I'm thinking that that's probably alcohol that's causing that blue flame to come on. But it looks really nice presentation. And hopefully it doesn't set our pastry shell on fire. Now we're going to cut this open. Now this is definitely a pastry shell, and it looks like a giant piece of vanilla ice cream on the inside. So yes, we have a pastry shell with a giant lump of vanilla ice cream inside. Looks so good. Okay, now's the time to try the fried ice cream, and this is what it looks like. A vanilla ice cream in a shell, and also there's some chocolate sauce that's added to this. I'm gonna try it just with these two components. So let's give this a try. There's no elegant way of eating this, so I'm going to eat it with my hands. So here it goes. Here we go. Wow. The taste of that shell is almost like a zeppoli. It has that zeppoli aroma. Crispy on the outside, bready on the inside like a zeppoli. And the ice cream, it's just plain vanilla ice cream. But it's really good. I think I was very impressed with the presentation. But this is just as good. I mean, it's exactly what I expected it to be. So, very good. Thanks for watching the Minute Review Show. And yes, the journey continues. We're going to go to many different kinds of restaurants around New York City, in Manhattan, in Queens, even outside of New York City. So please stay tuned. And also, if you have a friend who's coming from out of town, please refer them to my channel and show them the types of restaurants we have here in New York City. I know I can only cover a few of them, or a fraction of them, but the ones that I cover, I think most people might agree are more than decent. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. The final check is $109.99.